Hey guys, welcome back to Infidelity Stories. Make sure like and subscribe to the channel for more spicy stories. Now, let's get into story video.
Girlfriend cheats and gets 2 STDs. My ex-girlfriend, F24, cheated on me, M25, and I am devastated. I can't believe I am typing this out today. I thought I had met my other half, the one that I would spend the rest of my life with, but I am here heartbroken into pieces. Excuse me if this is too long, but I really don't have anyone to talk to about this. My girlfriend and I met 3 years ago on Snapchat when she sent me a message after seeing that I live close by those Snapchat maps. I was a little weirded out as I was a 22-year-old kid who was really focused on his future and not really talking to anyone. The last time I was in a relationship was in primary school and I hadn't really had a proper adult relationship. For context, the reason for this is because I lived in 5 different countries as I was a professional at a certain sport. I will not name it for privacy reasons. Now don't get me wrong, I had talked to girls and even got into serious situationships with them, but ultimately it didn't work out because of my moving around or just me focusing on school/sports. Then came this beautiful girl that sent me a message. I thought she was gorgeous. Because of this I was extremely suspicious. However, after some time of talking I started letting my guard down. We really fell for each other, and I can say I was in love with her. We finally met when I was home alone and I invited her over just to hang out. I completely trusted her as we had talked close to a year. We started dating roughly 2 years ago and things started off great. We were going out on dates and just showing each other, we loved each other. I would sometimes bring her food on her lunch breaks, and mind you, she worked a 30-minute drive away from where we lived. She mentioned how she had never been treated this well by somebody. Flowers, trips to the city, movies, games, etc. I thought I had found one for me. She had just graduated from college, and she presented herself as very smart. Everything about this girl was all I needed. The problem started when she suddenly told me she wanted to move about 2 hours away because she wasn't doing well with her dad. I completely understood but felt some type of way because I really wanted her close to me. Luckily, I got a work-from-home internship job in tech and went to school online, so it was easier for me to visit. I would try to visit her every weekend if I had the chance. She asked for a break and said that it would just be the same but no labels. Everything in my guts was telling me she was cheating now and needed an excuse when she did so / if she got caught. Like a fool I fell for this and agreed to her terms. After a few months she suddenly told me she wanted to visit home. She was born here in America, but her mom lives in Africa. This is when I believe I should have stood my ground and broken up with her. What was she thinking? There are no jobs in Africa, you have a car note to pay, and student loans that need to be repaid. She just kept saying her mental health wasn't the best and thought going to Africa would be best. I gave in because I wanted to see her happy like a fool again. She left in August of 2022 and said she'd be back by December. We were still talking a lot and I decided to send her $300 a week so she can pay her loans and car note off. I thought this would ease her mind so that she could focus on her mental health. Instead of coming back in December she decided not to because she said she wasn't ready and only came back in March. From January to March she met some new girls who she started going out with every weekend. I just thought it was important for her to do so she could keep her mind occupied. We stopped talking as much and I was okay with that because she was finally going out and having fun. When she came back in March I picked her up at the airport. We went to Target to get her all the essentials so she could start afresh with everything. We bought literally everything. That whole 2 weeks I got tied up with work as we had a large workload from getting a new client. It was also finals, so I had to study extra hard. She started showing me more interest, asking me to come see her as she hadn't slept with anyone in almost a year. Lul. I went to see her one day. I had finished work and we had a great time. Later that week she went to Planned Parenthood to go for her yearly visit. She called me 2 days later to confess that she tested positive for G-RIA and the claps. I was shocked because I had not slept with anyone, and I had gotten tested twice from both of my yearly checkups during the time she was gone. She confessed she had gone to an old school friend's house and slept with him when everyone was asleep. I was so devastated and disgusted. She told me this yesterday and my mind has just been a mess. Now I know I'll recover from this, but it really hurts because she had not talked to him or even seen him since. I was there for her, supported her financially and emotionally. I'm the one who helped her move. I bought her new stuff like pillowcases, mattresses, bed covers, nightstands, etc. When she moved out of her parents' house, I literally did everything for her, but this is how I get repaid. Now people, just for clarity, I was a professional. I have a really good body, probably in the top 5% of men. Although I'm just shy of 6 feet, I look pretty good. I am handsome, so I've been told, and although these things are irrelevant in my opinion, I was a good guy and loved her and supported her, which are the important things in a relationship. As I type this out, I can't help but think where I got it wrong. I will call my doctor today and book an appointment for a blood and urine test to see if I'm okay. I just don't know about this life anymore. Thank you for reading my story. For those who gotten this far, feel free to ask any questions if you have. Story 2. I'm struggling and so sad. Hello, I came across this sub randomly. I just found out last Saturday my wife of 5 years relationship of almost 11 years has been cheating on me for months. I guess I just need to get this out, and maybe I found this sub because of it. I had started getting a strange feeling in my gut something was going on. She started going to the gym longer, staying at work longer, and seemed to want to just get mad at me. We had a fight one morning. She was trying to go to work way more early than she ever has. She made claims she had to fit someone in and needed to go in sooner. Well, I followed her to work and busted them together. This is how I found put there was something going on, and it wasn't in my head. She lied at first and said it wasn't long and they had only kissed. Playing it off like some grade school romance. Not until I asked to see the messages between them did she start to tell the truth. Even that took a full week to drag out of her. They had been sexually involved a few times. She had also been seeing him every day at the gym. She would make excuses to meet him at random places to kiss him. She told me they had been seeing each other for 6 months, but it wasn't close until the most recent 2. She told me that they told each other they loved each other, talked of a future and having a baby. He had bought her jewelry as well, which she said she gave away. The worst part is, even after 2 days of her getting exposed, she didn't tell this guy it was over. It turns out he was married for 5 years as well. I did some investigating and found his wife and told her. The day after that, he reached out to my wife and said he is done. This is when she changed her tone and acted like she was sorry. She said she wanted to be with me and I wasn't second choice. I asked why she didn't tell him to get lost, but she didn't have a real answer. She tried blaming me for all this, saying she didn't feel loved and that she couldn't talk to me because I would get mad. I explained no matter what she said, it would never made me as mad as being cheated on. I gave this woman everything and anything she wanted. I literally have 0 friends. She was my best friend. I spent all my time off work with her doing whatever she wanted. I always tried to make her happy, give her gifts, surprise her. I would come home, make dinner, clean the house and wait for her to show up. Only to find out she is running late because she was with him. My heat is shattered. I've been a zombie for the last week. I don't know what to do because with all my heart I love her, but I can't trust her. Even if I used a tracking device and went through her phone. She was cheating on me at her work and the gym. I can only imagine it's because he was married too. Only places they could escape to and not look suspicious. She claims she loves me and this was the biggest mistake of her life. She wants to work at Put and says she will do anything for me. How could she tell 2 people that she loves them though? Sorry for the long rant, but I had to get this out.